Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Monday Morning Yo-Yo. I am your host, G2 Jake. And for those of you who are new here, Monday Morning Yo-Yo basically kind of lets me recap the past week, go into what's coming up, mostly G2 related stuff, and then a little bit of other things that I was interested in that week, or bigger yo-yo news, I guess, a little bit. So, last week, I guess we'll start with that. Last week's drop was the Brass Elites and some Banshee 2018s that went over very well. I can't wait for you guys to get the Brass 18s in and let me know how they're playing. Make sure you hit us up, that hashtag G2YoYos on Instagram. But no, I'm pretty excited to see what you guys think about that at the contest. I'll get into the contest a little more later. It's pretty split between if people liked the stainless or the brass better. I was leaning toward thinking more people would like the brass, but it turns out it's pretty even split. So I'm kind of curious what you guys have to think, what you have to say about that. We also had some Banshee 2018s dropping, and the reason we didn't drop the specs was because I want to do a video on it. And then I also am waiting for the production photos for the website. We're getting like 4 or 5 of them done, I think. Case file 1, 2. What else is there? The Elite, the Banshee 2018. There might be the Pelican as well, and then we can get all those up on the site, listing all the specs. So that's just kind of what I was waiting for, and posting a little story about them along with the production photos and specs. But anyway, so far everybody is loving the Banshee 2018. I think it's definitely a nice big improvement, and I think it's gonna be a hit when we can really start rolling it out there to you guys. Got my notepad, sorry, so I don't get completely lost. So then last week, stuff that I did not include in the vlog. I know, how dare I? But I just didn't want to get hammered with these questions. So on Wednesday, the next set of Elite 2018s arrived. So we had the new colors come in. And we leaked some of them and took them to East Coast Masters. And then on Thursday, we had a nice shipment from the anodizer of the Banshee 2018s come in. So we took some of the solids to East Coast Masters and have showed some of the solids. We also have some goodies, we'll just say that. No, they're just I think splashes, acid wash splashes, maybe a speckle or two. Sorry, no G2 swirls yet, but we do have a lot of nice Banshee 2018s coming very soon. That was kind of last week, including late in the week we leaked the Illuminati. That is going to be the case file 004. I know we haven't released the 3 yet, and the 4 we're waiting on artwork, so it's still going to be a bit out. But I wanted to take it to the contest, let people see the sweet artwork, let people try it, let people enjoy it. We'll get into the story a bit later. This is everything I'm saying to you is like, we'll do this later. We'll do quick and easy. A group of friends got together and we're in on the design process for the 004 and came up with the Yo Illuminati part, and we got the engraving on some of them don't if it's not your style, but that's the case file 004. It'll be ready as soon as packaging's ready. But so those of you that got to try it, let me know what you thought. And it might actually come out before the 003 because the 003 has to have a design change, but the 04 is pretty much ready to rock and roll. It's here, it's assembled. I've got to test them now, but it's ready to rock as soon as we get art and packaging. East Coast Masters. That took up a lot of my time this past week, getting ready for that. It's a good contest. For a first contest, it was really good. I think it was a good contest if you're just basing it on yo-yo contest standards. Tom, Kai, John, Tyler, you guys did a great job with getting it all set up, getting a venue, getting a location, doing the production throughout the contest. I think it went really well. Some slight hiccups, but that was nothing not to be expected, especially for a first-time contest. Tons of people showed up. I mean, there was probably 7, 8 vendors there, which is pretty crazy for a smaller contest. And then there was tons of people. I mean, this was the most yo-yos I've ever sold at a contest, I believe. SEC was probably close last year when I released the Ghost at SEC first, but I took a lot of yo-yos to ECM and did not come home with very many. So there was a lot of people completely just like humbled by the line at the booth while I was getting ready. I told everybody 9:30. I'm sorry, I was a little bit late. I think I got in there at 9:15. Took me a little bit longer than expected to get set up, so thank you for waiting patiently in line. I'm sorry, Tom. I know you organized the contest. You came up to the front of the line. You said, "Hey, I've got to get this stuff done. Can I get in front of the line?" And that, I think you should have known. You should have known I wasn't going to let you get in front of the line. So we made the contest organizer wait in line. I know he's less salty about it now, but he was kind of salty at the beginning. I'm actually surprised he went and waited in line. I thought he would ask somebody else to do it for him. So thank you for that. Overall, it's just great to hang out and meet all of you. I probably said this to you in person, but it's so hard for me to put faces to names just on a small Facebook photo or Instagram photos, because lots of times those are like old photos or they're small, and it doesn't really look like you in person. So it's always good for me to put a face to a name. That really helps me so that I can remember you guys at future contests and future interactions. So thank you for stopping by the booth and hanging out, talking, you know, sharing your story, asking me questions, let me pick your brain about stuff. Yeah, I like to do that. I like to ask you guys on your side what you're thinking about, what we're doing, what we should adjust. And then in person, it's really good to hear, I think, than just keyboards. But yeah, East Coast Masters, good. Beckford won 1A, John Wolf won the X Division. So no big surprises there. Both those guys are standards in our community for contests, so congratulations to them. Got to take home a little cash prize. Cash prize, yes! I forgot about that. East Coast Masters cash prize. I think that's key. If you're a yo-yo contest, please do a cash prize if at all possible. I think they did a good job. They took smaller amounts of cash from many sponsors instead of asking for large amounts of cash from a small number of sponsors. I think that is the way to do it. I think you can get a few $100 from 15 sponsors instead of whatever, $500 from 3 sponsors. So I don't know if you're a contest organizer, maybe consider that, but definitely cash prizes if at all possible. It brings out the cream of the crop for the competition if they're gonna get paid for all the effort they're putting in, instead of a yo-yo that they have to go through the work and sell on the BST. Whew. What's coming up this week, I guess, is where we're at. This week, I don't know. I was thinking about going dark, just taking the week off. See you guys next week. But no, we'll do something. I'm thinking, so Tuesday, we're gonna have a little upload of the East Coast Masters trip. In that, Andrew suggested that there's some Banshees, some Elite 2018s, I think, left, and we just mystery box them on the site. Don't even take photos or anything, just throw them up all at the same price, see how many I have. So whatever, we'll say 12. We got 12 mystery boxes. You're getting a Banshee 18 or an Elite 18, and is that fun on your end? So we'll find out if we're gonna do that this week. And then I think the other thing we're gonna drop is the Titanium version 2 Hawks, and then we'll be able to get those in your hands and then get rolling on trying to set up a date for the pre-order going forward. But I would like to get these prototypes in a few more people's hands. People that tried it at the contest absolutely loved it, so I couldn't be more happy about that. I don't think there was one feedback that was maybe adjust this or whatever. Like, you always get that a little bit. Somebody will say, I wish this was a little bit different, but we didn't get that at all on the Titanium Hawk, and I'm extremely happy with that yo-yo. So I think we're really close to the pre-order, so that will be coming up soon. Initial thoughts right now are probably, I know I said the middle of March, but the middle of March has come and gone. I'm looking at the 30th, I think, the day before my birthday, March 30th, we'll do the pre-order possibly. And yeah, that's what happened last week. That's what happened this week. ECM is mostly fresh in my mind. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been another episode of Monday Morning Yo-Yo. Have a great week.